So people didn't like that I was always positive, always happy. They're going to bring you down. Guess what?
Right.
Reality check. If people hate you, you're doing something right. That means you're doing something that they want from you. So if you're getting bullied in school, that means you have something that they don't have and they want it. Because I always wonder why people hated me in school. It's because I never came to school with a frown on my face.
Welcome into the podcast, episode 10 of Livin Large, where you can catch every episode every Wednesday exclusively at 6 a.m. PST on the app CastBox in the App Store. Today's guests, I have George Janko and Johannes Bottel, two of the boys. Woo. Welcome onto the show. The first time I've had you on together. George was on last week. Johannes has been on his own. How you guys doing?
Good.
This is my first episode, guys, as a 25-year-old. It was my birthday this past weekend, and I celebrated hardcore. Don't know how I'm still breathing because of all the tequila.
I ended up at Dan Bilzerian's house.
We'll get into that. Meanwhile, let me first start off by saying, fuck you, Johannes, because you were in Hawaii for my birthday party.
Yep, I told you.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So we'll get to your Hawaii trip, but let's get into the juice. George Janko, how was Dan Bilzerian's house?
Okay,
before you start, do you remember that you were on the phone with me while I was in Hawaii? And you said, I want to remember this, and you took a screenshot?
What?
On the phone?
When?
Yeah.
When he was at Dan Bilzerian's?
Before you guys went to Dan Bilzerian's party.
I didn't go to Dan Bilzerian's.
I don't even remember talking to you.
Yep, here we go.
Wait, are you messing with me?
No, I'm not. Batch has his on his phone.
Wait.
Yes.
Anyways, how was Dan Bilzerian's? I didn't make it because I fell asleep at 10 o'clock on my birthday.
This is the best part. So,
get to it.
Yeah, he was out. Yeah, my man was out. I went into his bedroom. I was like, yo, you good? And
my bedroom or Dan Bilzerian's?
Yours.
Oh, okay.
I woke you up. And I go, we heading out? And you're like, yeah, my man, I'm ready. And I go, okay. And I tucked him in and left without him because I knew you weren't coming out. You know those rumors where they're like, Dan hangs out with the hottest girls. His parties are crazy and all that. Like, his house is incredible.
You're here to tell us that's all fake.
And the fucking security guards have massive guns.
Yeah.
All true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hottest girls ever seen. I was overwhelmed.
George comes back. He goes, bro, one girl or one guy to every 100 girls at this party.
It was stupid. It was sinful. Like I was like, wow.
First, what was more impressive, the guy to girl ratio or the house?
It was just like so equal, bro. Like, he does it right, man. Like he had like food everywhere, alcohol everywhere, girls Bro, let me tell you what happened. He's a smart businessman.
Yeah.
He came at this party in a business perspective because he's like, yo, I'm gonna overwhelm these women with so many other girls that they're not gonna feel as beautiful as they actually are. Because when I'm hitting on this beautiful girl that's next to me, right? You know, having a good time. Hello, how you doing? Is your name Veronica? Great, nice to meet you.
Veronica, shout out Veronica.
There's no actual Veronica, but yeah, shout out Veronica. So I was like, Veronica, how you doing? Now, Veronica gets used to guys hitting on her, correct?
Right, she's a 10.
10, right? But there's 10 million more 10s. They're like, wait a second, why isn't he? So now these hot girls are coming up to you to talk to you, so they're not the girl that's not being talked to. So I'm over here like, nah, if you want to come over here, you come and get it. And they're like, so what do you do? And I was like, I just make people laugh. Like, oh my God, I love making people laugh. And I was like, I bet you do. Move out of my way, girl. I got places to be. And I felt like the 10 at the party. You know how you go to the party and there's like that one hot girl, all your friends are like, I want her. But now
that was you.
I'm like Nemo out in the sea. I was great. It was such a good time.
Everybody's
and
trying
I
to
saw
find
Dan.
Nemo.
It was nice. It was intimidating. I didn't say hi.
Really? You said he was shorter than you.
He was as short as me. Yeah.
But he's big, stocky guy.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like, I got to figure out his photographer because in his pictures, he looks like he's massive. Like, not that I'm saying he's not massive, but I'm saying, like, in real life, he was still intimidating. Like, I didn't want to talk to him. Like, he walked by and he had an entourage of beautiful women. Like, you couldn't even talk to him because, like, excuse me, miss, excuse me. You know what? Forget it. There's too many boobies. I can't get through it. It's like, it was swimming. I couldn't get to it.
So, yeah, that was a great night for you. I had a great time at the birthday party. We watched the fight. Did you watch the fight while you were in Hawaii?
Who didn't watch the fight?
What'd you think of that shit?
What fight? I'm sorry. What do you think about it?
First of all, I'm a big Conor McGregor fan. But
right.
I knew that Khabib's going to win.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Same. I had the same feeling.
So, if you guys haven't seen the fight, you should watch it. Khabib kicked the shit out of Conor McGregor.
It was bad. God.
But then the best part of the whole fight was after the fight.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
I
God.
didn't get the whole thing. Like, why did he do that? Like, did you see
Apparently,
that?
the guy in the stands was saying like, "Yo, come here." So he went there.
No, false.
No?
False. That actually, my friend was there, and I watched his recording of it, and I'll try to send it to you. Dude, straight up, as soon as he like submitted him, ran, took his mouth guard and chucked it
Yeah.
at the dude.
Yeah.
Right? So his logic was, this is the beast of a man. Goes, I beat you, now I'm gonna F up your whole entire squad. And I was thinking about this legitimately. You're tired, you're fatigued, you just won a fight, and you're gonna go fight 5 more people that are probably equally as strong, if not stronger than him. My man has balls.
Yeah.
He
But
he
he
jumped in
didn't-
kicking.
Yeah, that's what, like that one video where he jumped in with his like knees tucked in. He was like this.
Dude, it was insane.
But then a dude came up and wailed on McGregor in the back of the head. Who
so
was that guy?
everybody saw that. I saw that. And everybody was like, oh, McGregor got jumped. False. If you look from the outer specs, which I did because I loved
The
watching.
outer specs.
Outer specs.
New word.
Outer specs, like the specs of the lens, asshole. The cameras that like pan up and down. If you look at one of the cameras, you see McGregor punch his trainer. So his coach that was like ringside, McGregor saw that he was fighting his team, so he started fighting his team.
I
I
didn't see
saw
that.
a different video, so I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
Yeah.
what
You saw McGregor standing there, and the guy
No,
jumped over.
I saw the fight before that. So that one guy with the black T-shirt attacked him, and Conor fought back. I assume.
But he had a
And
red
then
shirt on.
That's the other one that jumped the fence.
Yeah.
That's the second one. So he
Oh,
had a
so he
fight
got
with-
hit before that?
Yeah, so he had a fight with one guy.
Yeah, but
and the other guy came from behind. And
but
Oh.
I saw or I heard that guy was defending the other guy.
I don't know.
Here's
Like,
something that I know.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I think it was disgusting. It wasn't. I didn't appreciate it because that's not sportsman. Like if you win, you win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't go and try to fight. But he made a good saying, not a saying, but he had a good interview, and he's like, I don't understand. This guy's disrespecting my religion. He's disrespecting my father. He threw a thing through the bus. He could have killed
yeah.
somebody. He's like, and you guys are getting mad at me that I jumped the fence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, true. I'm like, it's a fight, dude. You're not gonna not get heated in this fight. Like basketball people get aggravated. This is
Right.
fists, dude. You're getting hit in the face.
And speaking of that, recently in the past couple weeks in the news, Logan, our friend, has said he could fight in the MMA, and then Dana White basically laughed at him and said, no fucking chance. And then Logan's like, after watching that fight, I love Logan. God, I love him. No fucking chance he's fighting in the MMA, in my opinion.
Nah. Like, I
It's
don't
just
know.
they're different breeds, bro.
Bro, the
nothing against
quickness.
Nothing against Logan. It's just like, dude, I know I'm a good fighter. I'm very cocky when it comes to
You're
fighting.
so cocky.
So cocky. Mark has seen me try to square up with 4 or 5 dudes on the court, and I'm always like gunning. But if I saw a Conor McGregor or one of these Russians looking at me in the face,
You'd be gone.
I'm done. I'll bow down. I'll bow out. I'll bend over, kick my butt. I'm going home with a pretty face.
Here, let me rephrase. I don't think he could fight Conor McGregor or Khabib, or I think
Maybe
he could fight
tiny MMA fighter.
He
That's
could fight
like
someone.
just started.
He could fight someone in the MMA, but I wouldn't shoot for the stars and go. It's like me being like, yeah, I could beat LeBron James in basketball.
No, because that's
Listen, bro,
all they
you
do.
like,
Right.
I love Logan. He's my boy. I will take it to the grave. But my man, you're tied with KSI. Like, chill out. Like, beat that fight and then come at people that get paid millions of dollars to get broken faces. Like these guys wake up every single day and said, okay, let me clock into work and get
Punch.
a deviated septum today. Like they come in breaking shit in their face. We make stupid, funny videos online. There's a huge difference from going, like and subscribe. Make sure you buy our merch to, hey, I have a broken nose and a failed kidney now, but I'm gonna
But
go
I'm still
train.
gonna go to
yeah,
train.
I'm still gonna, and like,
I'm still afraid of Logan. I mean, I wouldn't even fight Logan.
no, Logan's a great fighter, and if if I had like to get any of my friends, I'd be like, yo, Logan, come on, or Johannes. Johannes looks intimidating. I haven't seen him fight. I don't know. I just tell him to take off his shirt. But like Logan is a great fighter,
Yeah.
but that's like saying like. It's just that's what their breed are to.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
look at the dude's face. Like he looks like he got dropped 19 times as a child on the face, prepping him. had a video of him wrestling a bear.
A bear, yeah. I just wanted to say that. Like, you're 9 years old. What did you do when you were 9 years old?
I picked my nose and cried because I went too far up. Thought I broke my brain. It was just a big booger.
Logan, come be on the podcast. You can speak up if you want. I asked you to, but you didn't come. But anyways, Johannes, I was watching the fight in Hawaii, looking at the Pacific Ocean with Amanda underneath your arm.
Yeah, I don't want to brag, but we had a private cabana. We watched the fight. I had a couple Mai Tais. The weather was beautiful.
Muay Thai.
He says, I don't want to brag. I was just with the
With the most
sports model of Guess. Yeah, I was with the face of Guess. It's no big deal.
How was it?
It was crazy. First of all, super funny too, because right over the pool, so that was the cabana, and there's a pool, and then there's like this area for like parties and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a wedding, and we were in there watching the fight. And every
You were
time,
there for a wedding?
No,
there was a wedding going
there
on.
was a
He
wedding.
was on vacation, George. Where have you
Jesus
been? When's the last
Christ.
time you talked to Johannes?
Yeah.
It's been a minute ever since he has a girlfriend.
Oh, sensing some tension.
Anyway, so a lot of people just walked by and was like, is that the fight? Is that the fight?
Oh,
I'm
they
like,
didn't care about
"Yeah."
the wedding.
The guys always came by, like the waiters too. They're like slowed down when they came to our cabana. Do you guys need anything? No.
You're like, no, we got it all.
No, you
We
need
got
something.
everything.
Did you buy it?
Yeah.
How'd you watch it at a cabana? Did you watch it on your computer?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
gotcha.
The service over there, amazing. They brought me a
Shout out Hawaii for the service.
Shout out Hawaii.
Absolutely, yeah. Four Seasons. Mwah.
Okay, relax.
Whoa.
They're not paying us. And we're kind of with Hilton right now, so might have ruined our band.
And I brought a computer, hooked it up to the TV, and then I just watched it over there.
Man,
That's
the
great
luxury
service.
life.
Yeah,
How
I
was
love it.
Hawaii overall? Did you do any exploring?
Just a little bit. Like we went to this one hike to this waterfall.
Did you
It
go
was
to the
kinda
one
cool.
place you regretted that you thought you were gonna die?
What?
There was some stairs.
Stairway
Stairway to Heaven?
I did it last year. I was like,
Pretty
I'm not-
dope. It's illegal.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
did it.
he's
It
like,
was
yeah,
cool.
I thought I was gonna die. At one
Last
point.
week,
I was like,
George Janko admitted to crime on the podcast. Now Johannes is
Whoa.
admitting to crime.
what did I admit? What? Why?
What did you say?
Drifting with Jake Paul in the street and getting out of a
Holy moly.
ticket.
Oh, actually, I talked to my attorneys. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
Oh, man. But speaking of beef, George, you're on the keto diet.
What? Since when?
Johannes, you're over here. You're vegan. You don't eat any meat.
Actually,
George has only been eating
I know what it is.
80%
I know what it
beef.
Why?
I see great results, man.
Vegan confronts beef eater.
He can't have beef with me though. He's vegan.
Oh.
No,
Maybe some soy-based
I've been
beef.
I've been off and on of it. I was really, really strong on it when I was during my movie set, and I was like really in great shape. I kind of slacked. I've been having a lot of sugar. I haven't had that much carbs, but the sugar bloats my face.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But yeah, no, like I'm never fatigued, bro. I'm like always ready.
I see a lot of people on the keto diet, and coming from a vegan over here, he's known his nutrition. What do you think? Because obviously everybody's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah, no, I've done it
I think
too.
it's to
like
each
when
his
I was
own.
younger.
I think everybody has this different type of body type, different type of mental. Like
The
he's
thing is-
coming at it in a different way. Like he one, you respect the animals and you don't like the way they like are tortured and stuff like that. So that gives you more of a push to make sure you stick on it. And like it's a hard diet. It's not an easy diet.
Number one for me is still health. So that's number one. And I was on that the same thing, just like lots of protein and
Do you see results?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying it's not working. I'm just saying that it's not healthy because you have so much acidity in your body because all you eat is protein and you have nothing else and you need to balance it out a little bit.
But I have greens and stuff.
Oh, you do?
Oh, of course.
Like a lot?
A lot, of course. Yeah, I have to have a lot of greens. When I do it right, yeah, I do.
'Cause-
But like for example, if I'm having like a burger, I'll have it with a lettuce wrap.
Oh yeah, I
with
saw that
lettuce.
on your story.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I equal everything out. When I have chicken and cheese, I have a lot of broccoli, a lot of peas, a lot of
Because like the burger, for example, the lettuce is not really. It's just water. You just have it in there.
Right.
And you feel like, oh yeah,
It's like eating celery.
yeah, and but you know what?
You
else?
lose weight eating celery.
But what else I do, because I know I'm not really good at that, I'll go to the store that they blend all the greens together. I'll just drink it down.
Yeah, still. You have so much protein in your body.
But then
that
again,
you don't even need that.
here's the counter. You don't get any iron, bro. You don't eat any red meat.
That's true. But
You got to
do
take
some
pills
meat.
to get iron, or
No,
eat some
like,
beets or some
all-
shit.
all I need is vitamin B12, B6. Those two things. I have supplements for that, but iron, like I'm not deficient at all. Like I took a blood test because I wanted to see.
You're not
they're like-
vegan, you're plant-based,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So
Plant-based.
vegan, there's a huge fiasco going on. You can't have like leather seats in your car. You can't have
Yeah.
the Louis Vuitton bag. You can't even eat something that was tested on an animal. Did you see that the Impossible Burgers are apparently tested on animals?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
That's news.
Yeah,
What?
I saw my buddy. He's a hardcore vegan. He posted
Eli.
like the Impossible meat is not vegan because they tested it on animals.
Yeah, they went through a whole lot.
What do you
of
mean they
litigation.
tested it on animals?
I don't know. You'll have
How
to
do
read
you-
into it.
I think they tested on rats.
Rats, bro.
Yeah,
the food.
You
So
like
they
to eat
fed-
it, I guess. I don't know.
or, I don't know. Yeah.
All right, I need to read that.
Read
That's
up on it.
Yeah, I need to read that.
And if you guys are listening, Impossible Burger is not technically vegan, but plant-based. You see,
so you're not vegan?
he's plant-based because he has.
you can't say you're vegan if you have like leather clothes or like in your car like leather seats, because being like the term being vegan means that you have nothing to do with like animal products, right? But
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just eat
Like this
vegan,
desk
so
right
I
here
eat-
is not vegan because they had cows walk across it to like make it all
You're gonna get
tough.
so many hits.
I'm just kidding.
you're gonna get so much.
That was a
You're
joke.
gonna get- I'm not part of that joke at
That was
all.
a joke.
George Janko's pro vegans.
No, I don't have anything against it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cancel your
that's
podcast.
why, bro. That's why you have to say plant based.
Plant-based. That's the huge
I don't have to
argument.
say shit. I eat whatever I want. No.
Wow.
Well, I wanted to talk about something because last week I had people look up interesting articles, and this week I was like sifting through articles, and I saw some girl. She is selling her virginity for $1 million, for €1 million or £1 million
Where's she
to
from?
the highest bidder.
Where's she from?
I think the UK, London.
Wait, is she
And
hot?
I got a
'Cause-
girlfriend.
Let me see a picture.
Good
of her.
answer.
You have a picture of her? Because I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's like, yo.
You know what's funny? My sister, when I told her this, she asked the same thing. She's like, "Is she hot?"
Yeah, because it wouldn't be a.
George is like, "Where can I get a loan?"
Yo. Shut up. No, this is not real.
So yeah, so I went to try to find the article, and I Googled girls.
Where's her father?
I Googled.
Why would you hold your? Usually, when a girl holds her virginity, she's holding like some type of virtual like respect
Well,
towards her when it comes to like, oh, I'm waiting to marriage or waiting for the right guy. Well, this girl was
for
just
her
she
reasoning,
just gave up.
Well, her reasoning is she wants to be able to go to school. She wants to be able to have a comfortable, better life. And but the interesting thing is, I Googled to try to find the article because I just screenshotted the headline. I Googled girls selling virginity, and literally there's articles from like a year ago, 2 years ago of other girls doing the same thing for like $3 million.
This is. I mean, like, I try not to judge people, bro. I really do. Oh, that didn't slide. I try not to judge people because to each his own. That's what I believe, and I believe that everybody's gonna make mistakes, and hopefully everybody learns from them. But
How old is she?
I can't remember. I couldn't
hopefully
find
she's
the article.
listening to this podcast. Please don't do that.
What do you think of that?
I think
Is that
it's-
prostitution?
What do you mean? I'm gonna throw my water bottle at you. What do you mean? Yes, you toss your pussy out from the money. It's prostitution.
But it's only one
To
time.
me, like a stripper is a form of prostitution. You're getting off on looking at another girl shaking her ass. It's prostitution. You're a prostitute. Sorry.
It's one time.
And
Just making a quick buck.
I was at a strip club one time, and some girls. She got offended that I called her a stripper. We were with my friends. I don't know what it was. I was like,
Why
yo,
were you at a strip club?
bro? I don't even remember. I was like, yo, I'm with my friend. I couldn't even tell you why I was there. And not that it's wrong. And I'm not judging strippers.
Yeah, of course.
Not. Because if you're gonna go,
All
and have
judgments
fun,
aside,
yeah, no,
I'm
no,
judging you.
No,
No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
no judging. I swear to God, no judging. But like, I was there, and I was like, also like, you know me, guys. I talk. I'm a talker. If I'm uncomfortable,
Really?
I talk.
This is my
This is
podcast,
me,
and I haven't
and
even said anything.
And I'm talking.
I'm just here observing.
So the girl's going crazy to, I don't know, some type of song. Was like, I don't know. So she's shaking her thing, and I'm like,
She can get a taste.
yeah,
Taste.
listen to Tiger.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, what's up? So how long have you wanted to be a stripper? Like, that was my thing. Homie straight up turns around, looks at me. Excuse me. I'm an exotic dancer.
Yeah, of course.
And I go-
it's a proper term. It's like a plant-based versus vegan.
I was like, yeah, no. I was like, exotic dancers are strippers. That's like saying, no, don't call me
It's
a human. I'm a Homo sapien sapien.
It's a more friendly name for it, so it's not as derogatory saying stripper versus exotic dancer.
No judgment. I'm just saying. Like, here's the thing. I can't judge anybody. This girl, if she's struggling, God bless her.
She's not struggling.
I don't know, Mark. I'm trying my best to be a nice guy and not judge. All I know is that the only girl that I could tell what she can't do is my daughter. Not even my wife. If my wife is being a naughty woman, I'd say, hey, we're not getting married. That's the worst I could do. That's the worst I could do.
Well, if she's your wife, you're already married.
Yeah. True. I don't know. But I really hope that girl doesn't sell her virginity. She waited this long. She's a very beautiful girl. Why don't you just get a ball player like these LA girls?
Well, I was reading another article, and another girl that sold her virginity fell in love with the guy that bought the virginity.
How old was he?
I don't know, but he had a lot of money, clearly.
So it doesn't matter how old he
So
was.
did she fall in love with him or his bank account?
I think how do you spend that money? Think about it.
How do you, as the man or as the girl? Like when you get it.
Here's my perspective on it. If I was a beautiful girl, okay,
which at Dan Bilzerian's party, you're a 10 on the man scale.
Thank you for that. And I do agree with you. If I raise my daughter, correct? Or
what's her name gonna be?
Not whore. I'm gonna be like, hey, not whore, come over here. She's gonna answer to it. So if I raise my daughter, or if for instance my sister or my cousins or anybody that I find close to that's a female, and if they want to go towards a man that is a millionaire, there's nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because throughout time, men hunted, women were brought back what they hunted. So it's no problem to me if you want to go get her. If you want a man that's out there killing it, that's something sexy. That's cool.
Right. That's
if I was a girl, I would want that.
Yeah, it's attractive. It's like, oh, he's a hard worker. Obviously, the perk is money.
Exactly.
But that's the trait of hard work.
Exactly. And some girls are like, no, I have to find a man that's like that, which is fine. If that's you, then do that. Because if you're not going to be attracted to your man that's sitting on the couch not making money, okay, cool. Then facts, I get you. You want a higher lifestyle? Fine. No judgment. But if you're like looking at a guy that's about to croak and you're like, yeah, I think I could get this guy to fall in love with me and put me on the wheel, that's bad. You're a bad person. Like if you're wearing, I know girls that are like, oh, well, the money's good. Like, yeah, but like, dude, like you're like you're going out and you're spending money and you're looking good. So like, here's the thing.
But here's
girls
my question.
That are looking for BBD is a bad person. But BBD is bigger, better deal.
That's not what I was thinking with that, but great deal. Johannes, what do you think of that?
You guys are disgusting.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The man's choosing to spend it though, so it's his choice too. So it's not like she's using him; he's spending it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's not true. That's not true all the time because sometimes, like here, love is blind,
dude.
Bro.
That's like it's anything in life. Like you go to the Gucci store and you buy a sweatshirt for $1,000. You go to Walmart and buy a Champion sweatshirt. They both keep you warm. One costs more because it has a fucking name on it.
Where did you get? Where did this come from? This has
I don't know.
nothing.
You choose to buy the Gucci because you have the money.
Obviously, guys that are a lot more successful in life and have money, they tend to want to get a trophy wife. That's the term. A trophy wife, a girl that looks good. Blah blah blah. Right? Yeah. I mean,
where are you going with this?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm trying to.
Here's the question.
I'm trying to make sure that everybody understands my point of view.
Well, this is a good thing.
There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you. I got it. Thank you. There's nothing wrong for a girl to want to find a guy that's successful because she wants a man that's going to go out there and get it.
Right.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with a man that sees a girl at the gym. She's working on her fitness. Maybe she goes shopping to make herself look really beautiful. And he's like, you know what? I want that girl. She takes time. She looks good. She has a great look to her. Let me get to know her. Those are fine qualities. But if a guy, this is wrong of a guy to go up to a girl and toss money at her thinking, whatever, bitch, I'll find another one of you whenever I want. That's wrong as well. So it equals out. There's bad people that go out. There's no love in that. If you fake love, you're a horrible human being. So if you go up to a girl and toss money and buy her everything and make her fall in love with you and you're like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. And then you end up cheating on her with some other girl that's just as hot. you're a dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, in both perspectives, you could be a piece of shit.
Right.
So a girl
Here, I want to ask something.
So I did clarify that.
Why do you think when successful people date other successful people, it doesn't work out? Like famous people dating famous people.
What do you mean? That's like anything. You know what I mean? Like,
why? But I feel like there's a higher chance. You just see a lot
higher chance of it not working out.
Yeah.
Oh, because there's more temptations.
Because of that.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If you're working at Walmart, you don't have Swedish models coming up to you. Shout outs to Sebastian. That's his joke. I just want to throw that out there. Sebastian Maniscalco. You should check him out. He's great. But yeah, he actually talks about that. He says that. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, it's a great bit. He goes, we have to lie when we watch the news with our wives. When Tiger Woods get caught with all these beautiful models. What? He did what? Turn it off. I can't believe him. Yeah, of course I could believe him. He's worth $250 million. You think I'd be with you if I was worth $250 million? It's a great joke.
Oh,
but yeah, man, like day-to-day stuff, people don't, like, okay, here's the thing. In the industry that we're in, it's full of manipulation. You know what I mean? Like, we're dating actresses, dude. Girls can pretend they love us. We have no idea. They're great.
I think with celebrities, it's just like you see them. Like it's all over the news if something happens, right?
Oh, true.
Right.
It's easy to get caught.
Right.
It's like you never know.
But did you see that the divorce rate's going down for people our age?
I know why.
Because no one's getting married.
Yeah.
True, that's a little bit of it, but I also believe that the culture based. I mean, like, there's people from the Middle East coming. There's people from like Japan. There's people from places.
Why do you point to him when you say Japan? He's Austrian.
This is Japan.
He had no idea where I was from. He's like, and then he was like so far off. He's like, I'll just say Japan because if I say Germany, he's mad.
You were gonna say Germany, but he's not from Germany.
I'm just thinking of different culture bases that basically that don't give up on marriage still.
Right.
America was like the BBD, bigger, better deal. So like they were in marriages, they'd be like, you know what? I got a promotion at work today, and I think that I deserve a blonde. So we're done. And like people are just giving up. And you know what, bro? Speaking of, this is a total different conversation, but I'm just gonna state it. The generation we live in, I just want to make sure I properly say this.
George is pacing.
I just don't want to.
You don't want to
anything.
say we're being filmed.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He's like, I gotta watch
gotta
what
be
I
careful.
say.
The pressure's on. I've been getting a lot of emails saying that people are looking up to me, so I'm like, I don't want to burn that bridge. You know?
Shout out to all the people that watch the podcast.
I read all of them, all the emails, all the DMs. I love them. Thank you so much.
If you guys are listening right now, comment down below your favorite part of this conversation. Would love to read them. Tell George that you love him and his inspirational stuff. But getting back to what you're saying.
But I think, leading on to what we were just saying, the way that they're raising kids nowadays, to me, it's not good.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why, because they're all like...
Well, technology's fucking it.
No, not even that.
People like us.
We're going to be replaced in like a year or two.
Yeah.
Probably not that soon. Probably like 3 years.
Yeah, probably like 6 months.
I feel more like that.
The way that these kids are like the bullying system, there's a lot of stuff going around nowadays. Like, yo, if you see a bully, point, take him out. And then like when you're like, you need bullies. I'm sorry, I got bullied. But guess what? Life is full of bullies.
Yeah.
So all these kids that are coming out, it would like, oh, you're perfect, sunshine. Don't worry, nothing's wrong with you. You're not pointing out what's wrong with this kid. This kid needs to know what he's not good at. So when he goes to work and his boss yells at him, he's not going to be like,
No,
yell at me.
Yeah,
Like,
I see what you're saying. I don't think people need bullies. I think they need honesty. Like Gary Vee always says, I listen to his podcast. He's like, stop giving kids the trophy for coming in 8th place. Like they're not going to be winners in life when you're celebrating them.
He says that?
Yeah.
That's such a good saying.
He's like, you're celebrating.
We're all winners.
Yeah. You know, like you got to get knocked down a few times to understand what life's about. You can't have like mom and dad do all the shit for you.
You know what? They're going to have a really, really hard surprise that they're not the best person in the room. And that's where depression's going to kick in. And they're going to get a lot of anxiety and they're going to not understand because they're living in la la land. If the kid Timmy is not throwing a piece of paper at you, calling you a loser for one day, get over it. Timmy doesn't even know you exist in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got bullied so hard I had to leave school. You know what my parents told me? Get over it. Make new friends. Swear to God.
My mom said exactly
you moved school.
the
You
same
changed
thing.
schools.
They changed me schools because it was bad for my... Dude, people came to my house saying that they're going to beat the shit out of me if I came to school.
Why?
Because they didn't like me. Look at how I am now. I was the same piece of shit back then. I just wouldn't shut up. So people didn't like that. I was always positive, always happy. They're going to bring you down. Guess what?
Right.
Reality check. If people hate you, you're doing something right. That means you're doing something that they want from you. So
Yeah,
if you're
that's a
getting
good way to
bullied in
look at
school, that means you have something that they don't have and they want it. Because I always wonder why people hated me in school. It's because I never came to school with a frown on my face. I never came to school with parents that beat me at the house. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if that kid's bullying you, it's probably because he's getting that shit back home. So instead of looking at him like he's a piece of shit, maybe give him an apple. Say, hey, sorry for what's ever going on in your life right now.
Right.
Because when I'm on the road and I see some dude and I really want to get out of the car and punch him in the face for acting like an idiot, I think to myself, maybe he's having a bad day. Maybe he's texting his wife that's breaking up with him or something. And I give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, whatever, dude, just move on. Because I've realized with myself, I am an asshole when there's something going wrong in my life. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. You attract, like, negative energy is attract, like, you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to
So
say?
I
Like-
give people the leeway out of it. So instead of looking at them and being like, dude, there should not be bullies, blah, 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 maybe come from a more understanding point. Say, Timmy, if you throw that piece of paper at me one more time, I'm going to have to slap the shit out of you. But sorry for whatever's happening at your house. And then maybe Timmy's going to open up to you. Or maybe, maybe he's going to come and punch you straight in the nose. 'cause
Have you
he's a lot
seen
buffer
Have you seen the movie Wonder?
than you. No, but what is it
You
about?
should watch it. It's kind of. Have you seen Wonder?
No.
With that young actor Tremblay, the kid.
Who's he, a rapper? Tremblay?
I forget his first name. Anyways, you should watch it. It's kind of touches
What is
on
it about?
It touches on bullying and being different. He was born with like a deformity in the face, and he was just different. He got bullied and picked on, but then people truly saw who he was as a person.
Is it a new movie?
It's older. It's like a year old. It's a
Okay.
really good movie. I actually cried, not even kidding, 6 times on a flight. I was like wiping tears on the plane.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, I don't know why, but on the plane, everybody cries watching movies.
Dude, you're in your feels
and
because you're
you're
by
like-
yourself.
You're not by yourself.
You're watching, but you can't watch a movie with someone on a plane.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
true.
you have the headphones on, like you're just feeling that shit, and you're like not looking at Susan next to you, like, yo, what up, Susan?
Susan just taking the armrest.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck your Nemo movie. Yeah, but he never understood his dad. But hey, let's take a pause real quick. If you are getting bullied and you feel like you're literally alone, you're not. He's been bullied. I've been bullied. He's definitely gotten bullied. But look, he has a Sports Illustrated model now, so things work out.
What was it like growing up in Europe?
Oh yeah, no, I got bullied
compared to America.
I got
same thing.
I don't know how it was how
Yeah.
it is over here, but I got bullied too, like big time. I remember talking to my mom and I cried because she basically came up to me because I was crying, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Mom, I'm never gonna have friends." And she was like, "Why? Why would you say that?"
You were right.
No, I called her. I was like, "Mom, it's a little." No.
Flash forward 20 years, he's got like 2 million followers.
I have a lot of friends now.
Mom, I have 2 million friends now. No,
Yeah.
so and then I was just telling her like all the things that people told me, like, you're this, you're that, you are not this.
When you're older, you're gonna be bald.
Exactly. And I was like, they were just like, everything that I did, like, because I was different. Like,
Right.
I loved sports and like
You were really fit too.
I was super fit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I was 14, I looked like a freaking bodybuilder.
Yeah, I
and
looked like I
loved-
needed to eat less ho-hos and snack packs.
I loved all of that. And then, when everybody, like teenagers, and then they start smoking and start drinking,
Yeah.
like it's illegal and don't tell your mom. And now it's like, nah, I don't want to do this.
Same. I was same way.
I never.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
No, dude. No
bullshit.
bullshit.
I never
And
had my first alcohol until I was 21.
And this is honestly like, I mean, you could smoke weed, whatever. I say don't do it. You know what's crazy? Us three, none of us did drugs. None of us did alcohol at a young age. Logan didn't. Jake didn't. Every person that I surround myself with now grew up making like good decisions in the sense of don't do illegal things.
You're not sheep. We weren't sheep. We didn't go with the crowd.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that made us not likable because I wouldn't get invited to parties because I didn't drink. I didn't do drugs. And it made me feel like shit at the time because I was like, damn, dude, all these kids are partying in high school and all this shit. And none of them are inviting me. And like, I'm not cool because I don't do this stuff, or I'm not dating the cheerleader, or I'm not on the sports team.
Fun fact.
I made new friends.
You being drunk, the cheerleader's still not going to find you cute. So,
But maybe if she's drunk, she'll find me
you
cute.
come like, hey, excuse me. Hey, listen, I just want to let you know I'm drunk and you like me now. She's like, no, I don't. Sober up.
But I think honestly, if you guys are listening, if you're like at that stage, 14 years old, freshman in
let
high
me
school.
finish the story, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Don't do
sorry,
drugs.
sorry.
Say no to drugs and alcohol until you're 21.
here we go.
Still
See,
say no to
that's what I
drugs.
like. No, but I had this conversation with my mom, and in my head, everything the kids said about me was true, right?
Right.
I was not this, so I have to be that because that's what they say. And I need to change this and that, and I can't do this. And my passion, what I love, is boring and it's not good and it's lame. So in my head, my young head, I was like, everything is wrong with me. Nothing was wrong with me. I was strong enough to say no when everybody was like, yeah, you want to smoke? And everybody did it. And I was the only one saying no. And then we were like, he said no. Like, the peer pressure. It's hard. But for me, it wasn't. I wasn't afraid of my mom.
Peer pressure for me is not. It's so easy for me to say no.
Yeah. Because
at my birthday party, I do not smoke weed. Someone offered me weed. I go, no. They're like, come on, it's your birthday.
Full drunk. No.
Can I be honest with you guys? Is like deep down, no bullshit. You know why I never did anything? I was scared of getting my ass beat.
Right.
I was literally like,
but you can't do that anymore.
He's like, yo, hit this. I go, if I hit that, my dad hits me and I won't get back up. It's like he hits pretty hard. And the guy's like, no, but this hits harder. I was like, I don't think you've met my dad.
Yo, guys, I interrupt this podcast to let you know that this episode is brought to you by Vistaprint. Shout out to Vistaprint, guys. They actually printed the mugs that we use and also my business cards. There's something really cool about handing someone a business card when you meet them. And Vistaprint and I are hooking you guys up with $9.99 business cards, 500 of them if you guys use the code LARGE at Vistaprint.com. That's $9.99 for 500 business cards. You guys can make your own designs. You can have them make the designs for you. It's super, super simple. You can pick the paper. And the cool thing about Vistaprint, guys, is they use one of the best inks and they use the best stock. You can pick any kind of stock that you want to have on your business card. I think it's really cool to have a business card because it's something tangible. It's something you can give someone on first meeting them rather than putting in their phone and they forget it. You just give them that business card. They throw it in their wallet and it speaks a lot about a person. It shows that you're professional. I myself use business cards for living large when I meet people and I say, hey, yo, you should be on my podcast. Here's my business card. That's how I've gotten a few of my guests actually. As I mentioned, you guys can upload your own design or start with one of the professionally designed options. There's simple tools and wide range of templates to choose from. You can pick the paper stock, the style, the quantity that's right for you. Choose your delivery speed, order and receive your card in as few as 3 days. Your satisfaction 100% guaranteed, or they'll make it right either by reprinting your stock or you can get a refund from them. So yeah, guys, that's right. Vistaprint wants you to do something great for your business right now, which is why our listeners will get up to 500 high-quality custom business cards starting at $9.99. Use that code LARGE at Vistaprint.com. That's code LARGE at Vistaprint.com. LARGE at Vistaprint.com. Get your money, baby. You guys got any questions for me? I feel like I'm always just like the moderator of these conversations. I kind of want to be asked something.
Yeah. How do you feel?
No. You really want to know, George?
Oh, we opened up something.
Well, here, George, let's give you a little test. How would you transition this conversation? Because you're starting up a podcast soon. Shout out to George. I'll link his stuff down below.
Ooh.
Hopefully he'll start it soon. How would you have this conversation go so you can get a little practice on your podcast?
Okay, let me
see. I just transitioned my podcast into your podcast.
No,
it's gonna be funny if he has guests on it because he's the only one talking.
Right, exactly.
100%. I'm not gonna have guests.
No one's gonna listen to you talk.
I'm gonna have a camera with a monitor of my face. And
just you podcast.
It's not even a podcast. It's just a sit down talk. It's story time with George.
Yeah, dead ass. It's going to be. My podcasts are going to be. It's not about me right now. It's about you.
That's what your podcasts are about?
No, because I'm trying to spin it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I learned.
So if you had a guest like me on the podcast, how would you do it? Let's
Okay, so I'd be like, okay, first of all, Mark Donor, quick question. I need to ask you something. How does it feel working with somebody that you say I love you to?
That's a good question. I've worked with you for a long time.
I don't love it, George. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow, I think. I like.
Oh, you didn't think I could do it, huh, bitch?
That was really good.
Okay, we're done with you, Johannes. Guest superstar Amanda Serti. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, we could probably talk about. We both work with our girlfriends. We live with our girlfriends. I think obviously at times it's very difficult because we live together. We do everything together. We wake up together. We work together. It's like you're mixing every facet of your life with that one person. So obviously you're going to get in fights. They're going to see you when you're upset. You're going to see them when they're upset. So it's difficult. It's not like.
Here's the key though. Like that's a good point, but that's the key. Now you know when she needs something. You know, when she's upset, you see it, you feel it. You don't even need to hear.
Yes, but at the same time, I think that's where it's important to like have friends and stuff like that. So the normal couple is like, good morning. Here's, you know, breakfast together, and then you go to your job, I go to my job. We're gone all day. Then we come home and we share dinner. We'll watch a movie. So you have that away time. I think when you work with someone you love, you say, good morning. Here's breakfast. What are we doing today? Okay, now we eat dinner. Now, let's watch a movie. So you don't get those as
heart
much
doesn't
separation.
grow fond because like everything in life, you miss it when it's gone.
Right.
And if it's not gone, you're like.
So I mean, obviously I love it. And she's my best friend at the same time. But I do think it makes it difficult. And I think not even my situation, I think just phones in general make it difficult in today's generation, because like you always at the tip of your fingers can know where the other person is. You know, there's no like, oh, I wonder what she's doing today. You know what I mean?
You just look it up.
I'm having a bagel right now at 2:15 and I love it.
But there's no like, hey, she comes home at the end of the day. Hey, what'd you do today? Oh, I saw it on my phone. We texted. I know everything you did today. So there's no.
Also, there's more temptation with phones.
What do you mean?
I feel like there wasn't as much temptations.
Oh,
Like,
of course.
20 years ago, we didn't have Instagram. So we didn't know Susan, whatever the hell her name is, at Susan, down the street at a yoga
What was her
class.
ad again? I'm going to look her up.
At Susan.
Okay.
What if some girl's watching the podcast, she goes,
That's me.
and I go to yoga class. We're meant to be. So basically, like, for instance, when I was in a relationship, I chose to stay off of the Explore page on Instagram because I was like, damn, that girl looks like my girlfriend, 2 years younger. Oh, shit.
What do you think, Johannes? How is it with what are the ups? What are the downs in dating someone that you work with, that you live with?
Amanda's listening.
Probably not. We're like 50 minutes into the podcast. She's not listening.
No, I agree. Like, obviously it's different, but I love the fact that, you know, we understand each other when it's like, because we're both in the same business. It's like, if she says, yeah, I have to do this, I have to do that, I'm like, go ahead, do it. Let's just event, go. You know, it's like, it's not that, you know, there's a need to ask or whatever, but we just talk. We're like, I have to do this, I'm going to do this, So there's this trust obviously there, and I'm pretty sure you and Kylie trust each other too. So it's like, yeah, do whatever. And now what I was saying earlier, like when you know, okay, now she's upset, you know how to handle it and what she needs right now. Cause that's all it is. Like sometimes I'm upset, not because of her, but because of something else that happened in my life.
But then
I bring it home.
That. Yeah, exactly.
And I bring it home. And now she knows me that well that she doesn't even, like, I don't even have to say anything. She just sees it and she's like, pauses for a second. What's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. You know? She's like, just
do man stuff.
You know,
but do you miss
amazing.
like being able to be like, I don't know, like by yourself or like hit up your boys and then bitch about it? Because you don't call, you're very different. Because you're older, you're more mature in relationships.
Yeah, he bottles it up.
He never like, ever since I've known you, you've never been like, talk to us about your personal life ever.
No, I don't.
I actually had to find out about his relationship. I was the only one.
I was going to ask, can we bring this up, this story?
Sure, yeah.
Yes! Yeah. There it is.
I didn't see it.
So Johannes started dating Amanda secretly.
It wasn't.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
We weren't dating. We weren't like, we started liking each other.
They were talking.
Yeah. And yeah, so we didn't want to, you know, make it more complicated. So it's like, hey, we like each other. Cool. Let's see how this goes.
Meanwhile, Johannes is one of the boys.
Yeah.
We tell each other everything. George knows everything. He knows my fingerprints. And Johannes was being a fucking secretive ass.
Here's the thing about
dick.
me. If George told me a secret and he was like, hey, Johannes, please don't share it with anybody, I would not share it with you. Same thing. If you come up to me like, Johannes, I have this big secret, I can't share it with anybody but you.
Yeah, Johannes is the most trusting. I would always bitch to you about stuff, and I knew you wouldn't talk.
Because that I grew up with like
George, a different story. It's like on Twitter the next day.
I'm live streaming while I was talking to him. I'm like, speak up. The people can't hear you.
My uncle was my inspiration for that. Onkel Stefan, falls du zuschaust.
He's like,
Yeah, no, he's amazing. Like, he was the only one. Like, if you had a secret, and you know, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. You just need to tell someone.
You can't tell me shit. I'll tell Kylie, and then Kylie will tell George, and then the whole world knows.
And then George calls me.
Yeah.
and then I'm like, live stream. Did you get it? And they're like, yeah, we got it.
No, but I trust George with a lot of.
I always play so stupid. I mean, you knew. I mean, I knew.
Go
his
ahead.
secret.
Kylie might be listening, bro.
Oh, dude. When he.
So let's get back to the story.
So it was his birthday.
Yep.
And
Which is coming up.
Oh, yep.
Libra gang. You're a Libra? Or
No,
you're on the
Scorpio.
cusp? Scorpio. He's on the cusp.
And I had a bad habit, which is a great habit, of I would just walk into people's houses. Like, I wouldn't knock into people's doors. I would just walk in. And Amanda forgot, but she called me over for, like, I don't know, she wanted me to shoot a video or some shit like that.
No, I don't think that was it.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
you came over to say happy birthday.
Yeah.
No.
We invited him over to our
I
house.
went to his house.
Or we called him and he wasn't answering at midnight.
Exactly. I went to his house to see what he was doing. Then I was like, Because remember, we didn't even know you guys were hanging out like that. At that time, we didn't know you guys were hanging out.
No
so I
idea.
wouldn't even go to Amanda for you.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I forgot Amanda needed something. Let me go see if she still needs it. So I walked upstairs and I literally hear go, oh, this is your birthday cake or something, like something weird. I was like, oh, they're probably having sex. And so I opened the door and then it was locked. And I was like, oh my God, this door's never locked. So then I was
Meanwhile,
like,
it's like 12:03.
yeah. And we've been like,
And it was a cake.
and it was, oh yeah. So then I hear, this is the best part. These doors are not that thick. So I go, and they go, wait, who's that? And they go, shh, who's that? Like, okay, sure, hold on. And then I see the light block from somebody looking, and they go, oh my God, it's George. Like, okay, don't open the door just yet. Hold on. And I was like, what? At first, I was like,
You're
okay,
a cock block.
I was like, they're joking because they're that loud. There's no way they don't think that I could hear them. So I go, what? So I was like sitting there. I was like, hello. And they're like, okay. Just like, wait until he goes away. And then I'm hearing his jean pants.
That's a freaking lie.
I hear
George.
something. And I was like, all right. Okay.
Backs away.
I'm going to go. I'm not going to do
He comes
anything.
across to the...
No, stop right there. Now I'm going to give you my point of view from that whole thing.
Yeah, probably.
Can we get it yours after what?
No, because then it's funnier. Because
Okay,
then,
okay.
you see both. So Amanda calls me. He's like, hey, you want to come over? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's her birthday. And I'm like, yeah. So I opened the door
I know.
and she has this super cute carrot cake, vegan cake. She made that for
Wow,
me.
that is the lamest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I respect it. It's cute because you're
kidding.
plant-based. It's cute.
I'm kidding.
So I
I'm
thought
kidding.
it was the cutest thing ever.
He comes to our house, it's chocolate. We're like, sorry, bro.
And
More people aren't vegan.
so we sit down and I'm like, hey, thank you so much. That's really sweet.
Was she clothed when you walked in the door?
Yes. So we sit down at the table. We start eating the cake, and then all of a sudden,
He was eating the cake.
I
Sorry.
knew it.
No, I can't
All right,
even
continue.
say-
Sorry, I just got to
So,
chime
and
in.
then all of a sudden, it's like, and I was like, are you expecting someone? I don't know if I picked it up.
That brought me back flashbacks. That
And-
was the exact words. Are you expecting someone? And I was like,
Yeah. So I was like, are you expecting someone? And she's like, and then walks up to the door, and then it's George. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, I don't know. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go. And she's like, where you wanna go? And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait here. And then we waited. Then you left, and then all of a sudden, my phone. Who texted me? Was it like?
it wasn't me because I was like,
Well,
I knew you were there.
We called him at midnight to wish
and
him a
Amanda
happy
called
birthday.
me and she was like, yo, we were pranking you. And I was like, what kind
Yeah.
of fucking prank is that? You just left me outside. It was like a bad date. Doesn't seem like a prank.
But then we went across the pool and we could see, like, not to be creepy, but you could see into Amanda's apartment from our side of the floor.
Oh, the drapes were
and
down.
the drapes were down. And we're like, all right. So George,
And then we interrogated him and he didn't.
he didn't fucking break.
Not even once. And we're like, yo, I heard you. And he's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, you were in the room. I wasn't. I wasn't there.
That's when you
And
knew Johannes could keep secrets.
No, so then he confused me, bro. I was like, man, this guy's.
You were second guessing because we were convinced.
And then months went by, and we all gave up. We're like, nah. And we had like this ongoing joke. He's like, nah, he's hitting. And then we would be like, nah, he would tell the whole world if he was. Like, there's no way you could keep that a secret. Like, so we were just sitting there and like, okay. But then I caught on because I'm always like, yo, look who I'm taking on a date or blah, blah, blah. And then I realized this motherfucker doesn't do that anymore. And then I was like, yo, Johannes, you haven't been going out with anybody. And then the following week, he was bullshitting about girls he's DMing. I was like, no, this is so fucking. So one day I caught another friend that he told, and I was like, she slipped it out. So it was like somebody that found out somehow he trusted. That wasn't his boys, by the way. I'm not gonna bring that shit up.
No, I didn't. First of all, I didn't tell anybody. Someone found out.
Oh, she found out.
Confronted me, and I was like,
And confronted you. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So then
Savage.
she slipped it up, but in a dick way, I kind of cornered her because I felt like she knew something. So I was like,
You're very good at this.
I'm so good at this. So what I do is I'll wash dishes. I'm like, yeah. So Johannes told me that, like, oh, by the way, like you do know that him and Amanda are like seeing each other, right? And she was like, yeah, obviously. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't want to spring it on you. I'm like, wait, when did you find out? She's like, oh, when he, and then he like spilled all these news. And like, but then I felt guilty and I was like, oh shit, like I want my boy to come to me about this. So there were so many times he told me another girl's name, but like I knew he was talking about Amanda, and I was like sitting there giving him advice. So finally one day he's like, dude, I gotta tell you something. And this is a year later. This is a fucking year later. And I was like, okay. And he's like, me and Amanda are seeing each other. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh no way. Like, oh,
and then you
shit.
told us, and we're like, we fucking knew it.
No, I never told you guys.
Oh,
Because
that's
I remember
right.
me and him would keep this shit a secret. And I was just waiting, and I was like, God bless, I can't fucking wait to tell these motherfuckers. Because I didn't even want to tell you guys. I wanted to tell you guys so I could be like, I fucking told you he was in that room. Because everybody doubted me after that. They doubted my ears. Remember, I had the best ears. And I was like, man, these motherfuckers, whatever. So I was like, whatever. So then me and him had like this, what was the fake name we were using? Do you remember?
Sarah.
We were using
Wait,
the word.
what?
Yeah. So every time.
Is that a fake name?
Yeah. So if anybody was in the room, he'd be like, yo, dude, Sarah did this and I don't know how to feel about it. And I was like, yeah. And I remember one time and it was in front of Logan and you. And I was like, dude, maybe she's fucking busy. She's like the biggest, give Amanda a break. And I remember I said that and he looked at me like he was about to break my neck. And I was like, and then you were busy on your phone and Logan was doing his own thing. And I go, Sarah. I meant to say Sarah.
So here's
You
my
remember
question.
this?
I don't remember this. But
Because you guys were busy, and I was like, it was like this. Yeah.
oh, here's
And
my
all of a
question.
sudden-
Why'd you keep it so secret? And then so what was that transition like, being a secret relationship and then now you're
That's
on
the thing.
That's sexy though.
now you're full blown social media, like
No, the thing.
Now he's
taking-
grabbing her boobs in Hawaii running. Like,
Yeah, what
son of a bitch.
No, like I said, we weren't dating. We were like
right.
it was the.
When did you make it
beginning.
Facebook official?
I have no.
We're not
freaking
there
clue.
yet. Why would you say that?
I don't know, but
That's the best type of relationship.
It took, and I didn't want to, like, I've been in relationships where it was like, share it with everybody, do it,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. And I wasn't on social media. It was just Facebook with like 200 friends, and that was like
In
big.
Austria,
In
so
Austria,
no one
yeah.
knew.
Yeah, exactly. But still, then that was like bad in some way. So I was like, listen, it's our thing, and I don't want to share that right now because right now what we have, whatever it is, it wasn't a relationship. We had this, I don't know, we were like really good friends. Started, where did I meet her? Like, whatever, at the
Probably
building.
'cause
I mean,
she's
you
your
guys were,
neighbor.
you just like it started when she started how I saw it was like she started using you like for videos, and then you guys realized you have like incredible amount of things. Because I thought about it, I was like, yo, you guys are like the same person. You guys like literally eat and shit the same. Like, and when I mean shit the same, I mean like vegans, man. I'm sorry.
Plant-based.
Yeah, no.
No, we were like really
Who
good.
initiated the like, hey, I like you?
Ooh, that's
Oh
a
no,
good question.
I told her right away. Like
Really?
Yeah, I felt it. I was like,
I remember this conversation. By the way, pause. I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is a fun fact, proof, living
Fun
existence.
fact.
nice guys, they don't finish last, bro. Like
They
he was
finished
so
second. I'm
patient,
just kidding.
so patient, so understanding. Never pressured her. Never like told her, yo, you have to have it right now, or I'm leaving. He was never that guy. He was just kind of like, yo, just whenever.
So what was her first initial reaction when you're like, hey, I like you?
He's a Mercedes. They drive nice.
So we were friends and we started working together, and then obviously we saw each other more often, and then we hung out more, and then we went on not dates, but we were like, you know, hanging out as friends. Like,
Yeah, you're going to like Cafe Gratitude.
yeah,
and shit.
exactly,
Yeah.
like stuff like that, right? And then
She
obviously
took me there, by the way. I just don't want to get you confused. It's because I filmed a video for her, but I thought we had something going. I'm just kidding.
So we started
George,
talking
you
more.
too, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Mine was Erwan.
It's like, yeah.
No, I don't speak on that stuff. That's dangerous. Even as a joke, they'd be like writing the comments like, so she dated both of them before Johannes? Wrong. No.
That was a joke.
That was a joke. She only dates
Austrian men.
Austrian men that eat the plants.
All right, so continue.
So
Sorry.
yeah, okay. We were friends, hung out a lot more. Then we started talking, and we realized, you know, I don't open up fast.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it takes a while for me to open up to people. And then after like half a year, we're like just like, okay, opening up more, and it's like, okay, this is how I actually feel. This is what my struggles are. Cause she knew everything about my visa, cause she's like, why do you go to school? So she knew about like my struggles, like what do I have to go through? And I didn't hide that from her or whatever. Right. So, after that, yeah, I don't know. Like I really lost count. Like, I don't know when I said, hey, I really like you. But
Did you ever
I was freaking nervous, but I was like, I just have to tell her. Cause
I think it's cute because I remember the first time you laid eyes on her, you were like,
yeah.
and then the first time you found out she was vegan, he's like, she's vegan?
He goes.
Noise. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because I'm always curious on how people do that. Because like when me and Kylie, I just was so like, hey, when are you gonna let me take you on a date like that? And she was like, ha, your stuff. No, but I'm like, no, but seriously.
No,
Like-
like I never did that. Like for us, it was just, like I said, it was this gradual thing, and we had a friendship first, which was very important to me because I was just done with, like, I'm older, so I'm done with like this. Hey, you attractive. Yeah, let's do something, right?
Don't go to damn Bilzerian's parties.
Like for me, it's just like I want something real first, so I know that person, and then if it works and the chemistry is right, I'm like perfect. And yeah, George was right. I saw her and I was like,
Dude, literally, I watched this whole happen, like from like the beginning to the end of it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cute.
yeah, and I was like,
Is she's older or younger than you?
younger,
By how many years? 2 years?
4.
Oh, wow. You're 28, 29,
I'm
30?
31.
31.
Like,
Wow,
I'm
that's the best friend right there.
I'm
Literally
turning-
at his 30th birthday party last year.
You're about to be 32. Or about to be 30.
Oh my God.
So math is not your strength, huh?
No, actually it was. I just, had a lot to drink this past weekend.
He's the only one that went to college, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there.
What's it like for you to be like hanging out with me, just turned 25. George is 25.
Yeah, it's difficult because I'm never allowed to finish my story.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, I was nervous. Like I don't know when it was.
So
but
George,
then
what'd you do this weekend?
I was so waiting for this.
You were nervous?
I was super nervous, but I was like, okay, I have to tell her because I don't want to hide it. That's how I feel. And I told her.
I don't mean to be like too personal. I already know the answers, but I want to ask anyways. Were you guys intimate before you told her you liked her, or was it like?
I don't know what that means.
Were you guys like getting it on?
Had you kissed?
What does that mean? Oh, holding hands and stuff?
Yeah, holding
Yeah,
hands.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
holding hands.
Yeah, I was holding her hand.
Okay.
You were holding the shit on her hand. Was it a firm grip? Sorry, I'm just kidding. So you were like, was it like you guys were fooling around and then you fell in love?
No, like that all happened. Like for me, I can't talk for her, but like I fell in love way before that.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Really?
Like we didn't do anything. We were just hanging out and like. Just,
For me, it's like I have to do it first because then like girls like, oh, George really, and then they feel the power. Did I just talk like KSI? Feel my wrath.
No.
So it was before that.
Yeah, like for me, but
When
That's
were you?
good.
When were you like, yo, I'm done with this. You
But I
seeing
think-
other people, me seeing other people. Let's lock this shit down.
I never said that.
So she's available.
No, because I was like, just tell her how I feel, and I said,
Which is very hard to do.
You know what was cute is I was here. They're like they're cute little arguments, Like they would have like little arguments, like.
You did not.
No.
Very
Before
careful
that,
now.
before
Yeah.
No.
Careful now.
I'm not stupid. But like for instance, like before when it was very new, you didn't have that conversation. It was like, yo, you can't talk to other people, and I can't. Which you probably you didn't. You never did. But like, say he saw a text and he didn't know who that person was. Like, oh, so she's gonna just talk to other people. I'm gonna go to the club, and we go to the club, and he was like, nah, I don't want to be here. I'm just gonna go home. But I was like, all right, see you later. He was so in love. Like he would never want to talk to any other girl. Like he was the best looking one at the club, and all these girls want to talk to him, and he's like, oh, get the fuck out. But then the other hand, he couldn't tell anybody he was talking to anybody. So I'd see this guy just dabble in his own mess, and I was like, my man, just go home. He's like, all right, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna pretend like I'm drunk. All right, see you later. And action. All right, guys, I'm out. Dapping people up.
So what was her response? It's taking a while to get to this.
Yeah, like it's not my fault. I said I really like you, and I'm not seeing anybody else. Just so you know, I just want to throw it out there, no pressure.
As he hides a girl in his closet.
and she's like, I really like you too.
Just come a little closer to the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, she said, yeah, I really like you too. And then after that, it just evolved to more. Like, but we never said, okay, now we're dating.
Ooh,
like,
when was the first time he said I love you?
Who said it first?
You definitely said it first.
I said it first.
Yeah,
I said it
100%.
first.
You know
Did she
why?
say it back?
Yeah.
Damn, first time I said I love you to Kylie, she didn't say anything.
You want to
She's
know?
that's so nice of you.
Thank
No, she
you,
didn't say
Mark.
that.
You want to know something?
I didn't say I love you. I said I'm falling in love with you.
I think I said that too. I said,
Yeah.
I said, no, I know.
Yeah, I love how guys do that. Just
I-
like, I'm not in love with you, bro.
No, I
Because
said,
we don't want them to be like, oh, okay.
no, I wanted it to be like strong, and I was
Damn.
like, hey,
I fucking love you.
no, I said, I'm in love with you.
Wow,
I
that
said
is powerful.
Yeah, and I said, hey, I just need to tell you something. And I was super nervous. I remember that. I was like,
He's playing with his fingers.
so
You don't want to throw
now
it.
we were hugging each other actually, when I was like, hey, and you know, you're super close and you're like this, and you're like,
Oh, you eye to eye that close?
yeah, and I was like,
Dude,
you're like, I have to tell you something. I'm in love with you. It was yeah.
Did she like? Was she like? I feel the same way. She was like, thank you.
She was like, thank you, Mark. Oh, I'm in.
An avocado. Thanks.
She's like, I gotta go. This is your place.
Can you imagine that happening? You're like, it's happened to you?
No.
Yeah. But imagine that happening.
happened.
You're like seeing this girl, you're head over heels. Well, not head over heels because we don't wear heels. You're head over Converse for her, and then she's just like not into you, and just like you're just like a side piece, or like you're just like a temporary like.
Oh, I've had my share of like, oh, I like this girl a lot, and then like nothing happened from it. But then like randomly enough, they would always come back. I don't know if they got lonely or they were like, oh, you know what, I'm tired.
That's
of dating.
because they felt your wrath.
They felt the wrath. But I do have to tell you something that I didn't even remember until right now.
What?
You ready for this? This is pretty heartwarming. Heartwarming.
New word.
Is that not a word?
Heartwarming.
Heartwarming.
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming and
I
heartwarming.
swear I thought heartwarming is like a thing. I'm making my own card.
You know, I'm from Austria, and I know that.
But anyways, it's very heartwarming. TM, trademark. That's George Janko's new word. Before I met you, she was going through a really bad breakup. And I remember she broke down in front of me. And I told her, I go, fuck that guy. The next guy you date is going to be so much better than him. And that's so weird that I'm like, you're going to find somebody you're going to be in love with that's going to have the same thing as you. I swear to God, I'm not lying. We were sitting on her couch. I bought her roses and everything because I felt so bad. I felt so bad she broke down in front of me. And you're going to find somebody that's so much better, that's going to be so compatible for you. And like this guy was like a dirtbag and I didn't like him. And in fact, I saw him in the hallway and I said, back up. I'm like, don't even come. Like, I'll fuck you up. Like, I was so mad. Yeah, but it's crazy that like you're the fucking dude. I predicted that shit. And on top of that, I was your friend. So I brought that shit. I brought that shit to the universe.
You know what's crazy, dude? Here's what I don't understand. George never stops talking, right? But everyone always goes to him when they have problems. Like, everyone talks to George, and he gives the best advice, but he's the worst at following his advice.
Not true. I was really good to my girlfriend. It's just she was just...
But that's the problem. Nice guys finish last.
Not true, man.
Johannes is authoritative, just not with us. You know, we put the hammer down on him. He's felt our wrath.
No, I can see Johannes being like a secret, like
He'll
he'll only blow up when it's necessary, and when he does, he's like, all right, baby, chill, relax, calm down.
no,
Put
I
the
see,
plant down.
I see him being like, Einschlagen, Flogen! Schlag dabei!
He's too cute. Look at his face.
Gamma zu mir, Gamma zu dir! Hey, gute Nacht!
So
No, for me,
so
it's
what we
all
learned
about-
is vegans hate him, and now Germans hate him.
Yeah.
What
No.
is it all about?
It's all about respect. Like
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
it's like this. Oh, okay, cool. It's all about respect. No, but I've been in, I don't know, 2 or 3 relationships before that, and I was younger, and obviously I made mistakes. And back then I thought, no, I'm always right. I'm always right.
Right.
Like,
I'm still in that stage.
yeah, you probably no, like that's what I'm saying. Like you're probably right in there, and that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I remember when we had a conversation. You called me, hey, listen, this is what happened right now. What should I do? And I predicted exactly what's gonna happen, and it worked
Well, the
out.
struggle
for you.
with relationships is my first relationship. The struggle is like compromise and like having to understand the other person's feelings, and I've never had to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I've never
It's all-
celebrated? A 1-year anniversary.
Really,
Never once in my life.
bam,
Did you say Bam or Damn?
bam.
Who's that? I need to meet her. Is she at Dan's?
Yeah.
Is Bam at Dan's, and is she like Bam?
Okay.
This podcast has gone way too long.
Yeah.
How long has this been?
It's been an hour. All right.
Wonderful.
What, did you want to finish up what you're saying? Then we'll
Oh
close.
yeah, no, and like I said, it's just all about respect and like putting your ego down, because
Yeah.
sometimes it just comes up and you're like, no, I'm going no. It's
Swallow the
like,
pride. You got to a lot in a
It
relationship.
doesn't mean anything. It's like not
Yeah.
who's better, who's the pants on and shit. No, it's like I need to understand you. I want to understand you. I want to like have a good
It's a
relationship.
lot of effort
What I learned in my
Yeah,
last
from both
relationship.
parties. Oh yeah, I say let's wrap it up, and you're like, you know what? Let me talk.
Let me add another 15 on this. Jealousy. I think jealousy
Yes.
is like a secret knife that will kill the relationship.
Yeah.
And you know what? My girl wasn't jealous of me talking to other girls. She was, I think, to be honest, jealous of where my career was going, and that
Resent. Yeah,
She
because they
starts
want
to
to be there.
resent.
Yeah.
that was an ugly shade of.
That'll happen a lot, man. I know a lot of people that are like
It's a big thing in this industry.
Career is that's for me is like career is like my focus and my drive. So I could see if that's not going well and someone, but that's the difference between being a loving and caring person. You should want the person you're with to succeed. You shouldn't be selfish and be like, fuck, like she's succeeding or he's succeeding and I'm not. Like you shouldn't hate them. You should want them to succeed.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
I think
that's
it's
like
a team.
given.
Like if you're in a
Team
relationship,
effort.
it's a team.
It's like Fortnite, baby. Squads. After this,
I'm
we're down.
down.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching episode 10 of Livin Large. Don't forget to download Castbox in the App Store. We'll be back next week, every Wednesday on my YouTube channel at noon. Leave a comment down below who you want to see on the podcast next. Stifler's mom from American Pie actually hit me up to be on the podcast, so I think I might have her on.
Who?
Stifler's mom.
I haven't watched.
Seriously?
American
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, is this the time
Pie.
where I plug my website, bodybuildbottle.com?
There it is right there. Go
And it's
check
gonna
out.
be in the description.
He's going to go check out his fitness, get his fitness plan if you would so want to be fit and whatever. And we will see you guys next week. I'm out. Livin Large.